Hey, this is Tanisha, and this is Abstract Challenge number 27 of 100. So, if you're new here, welcome to KAYTIA. Welcome to the channel. KAYTIA is the name of my business. My name is Tanisha, and I have been doing these abstract challenges for a little while, probably, I guess I could say 27 weeks. So, the goal of this challenge is to just to try a different technique. And I give myself 15 minutes to do that. And the goal is to help me in my abstract journey outside of the challenges. So these are just really tests. But over the last few weeks, I've been sharing that I had a commission that I was doing for a company, and they gave me themes. And so I thought it'd be great to use this challenge for that. Now, I did go a little bit over 15 minutes for some of these because I want to make sure I gave them something good. And so for this one, the theme was brunch. So I thought I honestly didn't have an idea what I would do. I did try to figure out the colors I thought would make sense for it. And so that's where I went. Of course, with abstract, I don't think you ever really know what you're going to do. Some people may think about it or have a thought, but I'll be honest, a lot of times and something that I think of never really comes out exactly as I think it would. So anyways, I thought in this video I'll talk a little bit about some things that's going on with me behind the scenes, as well as a little bit about the abstract painting going on here. But I will say stay tuned to the end, because I will show you how this came out. I'll use a fake company's name just to show you how it looked and just give you an idea. So currently behind the scenes, I've been working a lot on getting involved with art markets, which is something I wasn't sure I ever wanted to do. But I was told it was a really good idea to get out there and do it. So I figure you can't say something doesn't work unless you give it a try. And so that's what I started doing. Now I do have a studio outside my home, and we do have art studio visits 3 times a year. But I wanted to get out of that studio and get out into the market, into a different location and building, and see how that goes. So I am actually preparing for a market that's happening this weekend. This is October 7th, 2023, just in case you view this video in the future. And it's really my first big market, because I did one just recently, an outside market. It was really small. It was my first time. I thought I'd use it as a time to practice my setup, and it went really well. So the setup was good. But in any case, I am now preparing for this larger market, which could be anywhere from 3K people, or could be a little less, could be a little more. And so I've had to throw together some abstract paintings, and for a while I have been working on smaller paintings because I just didn't want to go big yet. And I'm glad I didn't. I'm glad I trusted myself. And I want to say that because it's so important for us to trust ourselves, trust what we feel is good. Now, we should push ourselves at some point. You don't want to stay stuck in a certain place. But for a while, I just wanted to keep it small. And now I've decided to start going towards larger paintings. So when I say larger, right now I'm working on the 18 by 24. Or actually, I finished the 18 by 24. And I'll be moving to soon. I'll be moving to 30 by 30s, and I already bought the 30 by 30s and a couple other bigger ones. So I'm really excited about that. And I have to say, I really love large paintings, and there's something about original art that's amazing. I love art prints. I love how they come out, but there's something about original art that I love. So I love both, but and our original art can cost a little bit more than prints. So I will say the prints that I make look amazing, and honestly sometimes they look better than maybe the paper that I used, but the original art on canvas looks great. I absolutely love it. So if you are in the Dallas area, I would definitely love to meet you. I will be at Gillies Dallas that is where it will be from 11 to 5 on Saturday. And so if you look up Gillies Dallas, you'll have the address there. And if you're not following me on social media, please do, because I have shared a flyer with the address and the time and everything that's involved. There will be a DJ. There's going to be places where you can get something to drink. They're giving away gift bags to the first 25 people who come. And I think it's just going to be really fun and exciting. And I'd love to meet anyone here on YouTube that's following me right now. So and then plus you get to see other vendors and other artists out there if you're an artist. And if you're not an artist, then you get to find unique gifts, and I just think it's good to be there and support each other. And I just look forward to the event. And so so let me get back to the painting here a little bit. So as I was working with more of that brown color, I started to think, I don't know, it's a little too brown, a little bit too brown. And I was actually using a color I don't typically use. And I think what I liked about this challenge is that by the client giving me a theme, I was forced in a way to use colors I wouldn't typically use. And I think it's good to get out of our comfort zone and be willing to use other colors, because sometimes we can't be stuck in it. And I know I am. If you look at my overall art catalog on my website, you'll see that I tend to go towards certain colors, and I don't think anything's wrong with that. I think we need to be who we are, and sometimes who we are is we just like certain colors, and that's okay. Absolutely nothing wrong with that. But I feel like I like to continue to experiment and keep myself open. I always say that on these videos, and I know it's like a broken record, but it's a real thing. I can say that as I started to work on these larger paintings that I've been working on, because I've been doing these abstract challenges, I've really come to realize within myself that there is no mistake. There is no mistake. It is okay if you mark over something, and if you don't like it, just redo it. Maybe it won't be exactly the same, but maybe it'll be better. You can always go back in and redo it. I think sometimes it's easy to get stuck in saying, oh, I don't want to mess this up because whatever, and then you get stuck and you don't build up your painting. And I'll give you another tip. Think about taking pictures. If you're an artist, take pictures as you're going along in the process, and you'll see that as you move forward, your painting gets richer and richer. But sometimes if you stop too soon, that might not happen. I will say there's nothing wrong with a more simple painting. You don't have to go very deep. It doesn't have to last, take 5 months to make the painting. It's all really according to who you are within yourself. It's all according to, I think what the art is teaching me is learning who I am and trusting who I am. And that's what I hope, you will see, that these challenges, they're really helping me to determine what I like, what I don't like, or it's just fun. It's just fun to do something that you wouldn't typically do, and you get great discoveries out of it, and you grow as an artist. And so, I just want to say, don't be afraid to make mistakes. The best part is that you can make that same paint again as close as you can and redo. Just don't be afraid to make mistakes. And I say, if anything, definitely try to do some of these challenges so you can start to see what I'm talking about. But anyways, I hope I'm loving how this is looking. It's giving me that breakfast kind of omelet feel. So, and I know brunch is like breakfast and lunch, sort of. I've never even had brunch before, but they really loved it, and I think it turned out well. Definitely take a look at the sample and let me know what you think in the comments. Please like and subscribe, and I look forward to talking to you next week.